Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Chris the Plastk, and we're back again with another Credit Tip Tuesday, where today I'm going to be going over 7 reasons why you should get a credit card. Starting off with number 1, security. If you've ever had your credit card information confiscated and you've seen some transactions that you never made or never approved of, chances are your credit card provider will actually help compensate for these losses. It's a lot easier than you think. All you gotta do is notify them and you won't be out any money in the end. And number 2, the ability to borrow. So if you've ever thought about buying something but you currently don't have the money for it, you could actually use your credit card to purchase it now and pay for it later. The best part about this is you could actually do it without paying any fees. The only thing is you just gotta make sure you pay it off in full before the due date. Number 3, redeeming points. Depending on what card you get and what company you go with, each company has its own structure, has its own payment, and its own reward system for when using their credit cards. With companies such as us, Plastk secured credit card, we actually have a point structure, so the more you spend, the more you get back in points such as travel needs, hotels, merchandise, and much more. Number 4, universal usage. Using a credit card is actually a form of payment that's accepted in almost every country out there in this world. And if you're gonna be doing some traveling, using a credit card is actually a lot easier to use than having to use the cash for that country. But just keep in mind that you might have to pay for some currency conversion fees or some foreign exchange fees or even a credit card fee for using it overseas. Number 5, building a good credit score. So if you're gonna be using that credit card a lot, just make sure you're paying it off in full and you're not buying things you can't afford. This could actually negatively affect your credit score, thus making it harder for you to get bank loans and mortgages. So lenders actually use this credit score for you to determine your likelihood to pay the money back. Number 6, insurances. Your credit card could actually serve as a form of insurance where if you're not able to pay some things off due to an injury, loss of work, credit card protection and balance protection will actually help serve as making these payments. It's not something you should necessarily rely on, but if it's your last resort, then it might actually be beneficial for you in the long run. And lastly, convenience. Using a credit card, you're given a statement every month letting you know how much you spent, where you spent it, and exactly everything you've done with that credit card for the month. And for those that are really into managing their money, managing their finances, their budgeting, this is a useful tool as it lets you know how much you've spent each month, how much you've spent, where you've spent it, and sometimes it even categorizes it based on what kind of purchases were made. I know earlier we said it's a little bit intimidating getting your first or even any credit card, but hopefully these tips were actually able to help alleviate any concerns you had with getting a credit card. I'm Chris, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.